Hey guys, Indy here with Ultimate Tool Reviews. Well, I actually found a Ryobi 12 volt. This is the 12 volt drill and driver. Model number is HJP003. And I actually found this to be actually quite an interesting drill driver for actually a few reasons here. But let's go over some of the specs of this drill driver. Also, talk about a little bit of the history of Ryobi 12 volt. So just by throwing it here on the scale, we'll also compare it to just the regular DeWalt 12 volt drill driver as well too. Let's check out the weight. We're at about 2 pounds, 7.3 ounces, and I can't really tell what size battery this is. 1.3 amp hour, there it is on this battery. And let's see what it is just drill alone. About 1 pound, 15 ounces. So let's compare that to the DeWalt brushless Extreme. A little bit lighter at 1 pound, 14.4 ounces. And if I check it with a 2 amp hour battery, it's going to be 2 pounds, 6.2 ounces. And compare that to the Ryobi at 2 pounds, 7.2 ounces. A little bit heavier on the Ryobi. Ryobi is also going to be a little bit longer than the DeWalt as well too. If I put them side by side, we see the difference here. Almost, I'd probably say easily almost a full inch and a half longer than the Ryobi. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, well, why am I comparing these two drills together? Well, the Ryobi actually came out, I believe, back in 2016, 2015, around that time. It's no longer made. This line is totally dead now from Ryobi. But what I found interesting about this drill driver was that it started at just $49 for the kit. Came with a battery, the drill itself, and the charger. Now, what's really cool about these kits that from Ryobi was that the value here is just incredible on these kits, is because if you compare it to some of the newer Ryobi stuff, some of the newer Hart stuff, say Craftsman as well too, you're going to find stuff that's also going to be quite cheap as well too, down under that $100 range for a drill driver kit. But you're not going to find one that's this form factor. Having a drill that is this size, which is just this small, let me grab a tape measure too, or how small this is. If you see my review on some of the Hart stuff, that drill was almost a foot long. So while it may be cheap, it's not going to be light or compact and easy to use. Got about 7.5 inches here of total length. Now if we compare that to the DeWalt is going to be right under 6 inches there. Now this DeWalt retails for around, I think it might go on sale for $100 at times, but it's usually about $150. It comes with 2 batteries, the charger. So for nearly 3 times the price, of course you're going to be getting a better tool, but the overall value, the smaller form factor with Ryobi really makes it something interesting. And I'm kind of surprised Ryobi hasn't kept this style alive, because I actually think this battery type is quite interesting. It's not really a stick pack, it's not really a slide pack. So yeah, there's a really small stick here, but I do like how it kind of slides up there like a stick pack, but yet there's not a big stick that goes up into the handle to make that handle really big. I've always been a fan of the DeWalt 12 volt line because those handles are perfect for my hand. They fit really, really well. The M12 stuff, it's got the really thick handles. I feel like my hand is really far around that handle, and it's just not comfortable for me. But when it comes to things like this, I had my wife try this out, and she said it really was really awesome to use because it's just so light. It just works really well, and as well as that price. You also get a 3-year warranty on it when it came out, and overall for the value, it's just incredible. Now, this isn't going to be for someone who's, working on a construction site every day, but if you're assembling something like, assembling furniture, or you just need a drill driver for around the house once in a while, this is actually a fantastic little tool for that. Now, unfortunately, I can't test this tool out anymore. I think either my battery died or the charger is not working anymore, but I can't charge it anymore, unfortunately, and it just does this when I pull the trigger, so pretty sure my battery is now dead and I can't charge it anymore. And of course, Ryobi isn't making replacement parts. It's far out of warranty now, so nothing I can do there. But it was a really cool drill driver at its time, and I'm surprised Ryobi hasn't done anything else 12 volt wise. I know we got 12 volt from DeWalt, we got Makita, we got Milwaukee. Now my wife does use a lot of the Makita and DeWalt 12 volt stuff. She really doesn't like to stay with any of the 20 volt stuff. It's just heavier, it's more power that she doesn't really need. But when it comes to just overall form factor, size, and weight, when you get into the 12-volt stuff, that's where stuff really shines. So really cool to see if Ryobi ever did revamp this 12-volt line. Maybe not still with the same batteries, do something a little bit different. Probably go all brushless too. I'll save on the weight, as we can see with the DeWalt, putting out even more power, more speed with a lighter weight. If you look at the Ryobi here, it goes up to 0 to 600 RPMs, while the DeWalt easily is almost 3 times that at 0 to 1500. So quite a bit more power out of here, but of course you're paying quite a bit more, pretty much 3 times the price for the DeWalt. So be really curious to see what else Ryobi can do. I know they're probably pushing everyone to the Ryobi One Plus platform, which is fine, but of course the stuff is bigger, it's going to be heavier, it's going to be harder to use for say people that have smaller hands, for people who don't necessarily want to use tools every day. And it just makes sense to me that Ryobi had this line here. Worked great, but they probably didn't really sell too many of them, so I'm sure that's why they discontinued them. But I think it's a very interesting tool nonetheless, and I like where they're going with that. Be curious to see what any other brands, we'll see what brand from Craftsman do something new in the future. Look at some of their chargers, they do say V12/V20 chargers, so we might see a 12-volt line from Craftsman. But 12-volt lines, don't sleep on them. They're definitely pretty cool stuff. They're definitely cheap, light, smaller, and they do put out some decent power as well too. So guys, that's all I got for today. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you ever have one of these Ryobi 12-volt tools. If you ever used one, let me know how they are. So alright guys, thanks for watching and take care.